What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in my car doing a vloggy style video, at least for the beginning of this video, because I am on a parts hunt. We're going to go after buying a motherboard, CPU cooler, RAM, and a GPU for a heck of a bundled price of about $250. So I figured I want to get back to my roots about what PC Tech Hustle is all about, hustling for those parts, and share with you guys my adventure doing so. And hopefully at the end of this video we can turn ourselves a decent profit and have a pretty good gaming rig. So come with me, we're on our way to go meet up and get these parts, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side once I have them in hand. Let's go. Today's video sponsor is SCDKey.com, an online marketplace that specializes in CD keys to activate Windows 10, 11, and many other game titles and etc. I've partnered again with them today in this video to give you guys the best deal possible when it comes to activating your Windows installations. If you use my promo code HUST upon checkout, which is linked in the video description, you can receive a massive 25% discount on your Windows 10, 11, and even Office Pro keys and game keys. Once you've made your purchase, head on over to Windows activation screen, click change product key, and simply paste in the key received digitally upon purchase. Click through the next activation menu screens and you are done. Now you have a fully licensed and activated copy of Windows on your new system. Again, that promo code is HUST on checkout to get the full 25% discount. Alrighty, we are pulling into the gas station I'm meeting him at, and any luck, we'll have some pretty sweet parts for a good price. So see you here in just a second. Alrighty, guys, I had to say this is a heck of a haul. This guy was a pretty friendly guy, just making some upgrades. Got to chat with him for a little bit, and yeah, so he's just getting rid of old parts and just trying to make a little bit of cash back. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so here we go. Guy included the IO shield, which is nice. I actually did ask if he had that, and he said yes. So we've got 3200 megahertz, 16 gigs RAM. The cooler is still attached. Basically, I think it looks like he just kind of pulled everything out, but I did make sure there is a CPU under there. Pretty hard to see, but yeah, you can see it in there. And a B450, basically full-size motherboard, actually even with USB-C. So this is a nice, pretty full-feature board for basically a steal. And then the video card, more on a basic side of things, but we've got an RX 580 8 gig, got its dust on it or anything like that. He said he didn't mind, even if he did, that's not a big deal so long as everything works. But we've got an 8 gig MSI RX 580 Armor card. So perfect start for a heck of a flip build for some sweet 1080p gaming. So let's see what other kind of parts we can get and see if we can actually turn a good profit in the end. We are now back here in my studio with all the parts. I had to make a couple actual purchases to really finish things out in terms of getting a flip PC ready. But as you guys know, we were out on the road, got the bundle of parts that I got here sitting in front of us. And we've got motherboard, CPU cooler, even an IO shield, which is very nice and sometimes hard to find when you're buying used parts, GPU and RAM, all for $250. We're talking Ryzen 5 2600, B450, full feature motherboard, RX 580 8 gigabyte model, and 16 gigs of 3200 megahertz memory. So the last few things I really had to go out and buy was a SSD, which tried and true once again, Team Group NVMe SSD, 512 gigabytes should be plenty fine for a starter, kind of budget style build for this. But the great thing being is the price, $30 for this guy. But we also needed power, so I went ahead and bought another Thermaltake unit that you guys have seen me use previously in recent videos. This has been a good unit recently in the marketplace. Buying it brand new on Amazon. Tier C power supply, so upper tier C, pretty good power supply for what we're after. And the great thing being it only coming in about $65. Went and grabbed a cheap case. I didn't want to overspend here. And what we're after, as you know, is profit. So something though that would give us a good blink factor as well, because we need to be able to catch the eyes of the buyer. And the thing that we got going here is a DIY PC case with 3 RGB fans. I'm going to actually add an additional. This is not really tailored towards the cost of the PC. You don't necessarily have to add it, but the reason I bought that is in the back of this PC case there is no RGB fan whatsoever. So I felt like adding one $10 RGB fan was just kind of set us up into the next echelon of being able to really make this PC pop and really target a good profit. So all in all the parts that you see right here, right now out in front of you cost me about $420. I want to target about a $600 asking price for a PC that is of this type of build. I think that's pretty reasonable, but what we really got to do right now is get it put together. So let's go. Alrighty guys, we've got a pretty solid build here, good looking aesthetics, decent hardware to make for a pretty decent 1080p gamer, and I'd say overall a good package for someone who's looking to get into PC gaming on a budget. And speaking of budget, this one in total cost me $420 to build. We're going to target the $600 price range to sell for. Will I get there? Well, we'll see. Time will tell. By the way, stay tuned for a short video that I will publish soon here after I get this PC sold to show you exactly what I made on it. Thanks for tuning into this one though, guys. I appreciate your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.